What's good, internet? My name is El Hayabusa, and welcome back to Wrestling Empire on the Nintendo Switch. I currently have not a single thing on my schedule, so let's keep trying on open days to challenge Dolph Ziggler, the current mid-card champion. He's ducking me, and ducking me, and ducking me, but I think at some point he has to acknowledge me and give me a shot at that title, or at least a regular match non-title. I'll take either. Like, I can beat you. So I'm not tough enough. So I'm not sure what that means, but let's just increase some stats here, because I have a week off, so we can increase stats. Not a problem. On our week off. So let's get our strength. I'm not tough enough. The strength. Alright, let's get a 71 in strength. Like that. And that decreases our agility and skill. And yeah. But hey, perhaps being over 70, we'll get that shot with Mr. Zigzag, if you will. Let's proceed. Jerry Buckler, less strong style for Rising Sun. Coder, it's Cody Rhodes, is glad that Jerry left strong style. Heckle Horn, going to Fetty Online. Barbarian and Dana White are now friends. Okay? El Hayabusa's influence has inspired everybody else to improve their attitude. I'm just that good. Hugh Morris, that scumbag, is going to Weekend Warriors. And here is Stephanie once again. And listen, I'm sure you agree that things aren't working out too well for you here. Are you firing me? Are you firing me? You signed me under a nepotism contract, and now you want to release me? I guess I'm gonna say yes and see where it goes. Steph, if you don't appreciate the hottest free agent in the business today, then okay. I guess you don't appreciate me, Yokozuna, but now we're having a beef here. So, wait, what? I'm back in school with Yoko? Big Oos? So now I'm gonna fight backstage? Alright, here we go. I'll take you on right now, right here, on this fine Tuesday. Welcome to the show. And now that I'm no longer under contract, I can resume being attackslug. So, can't wait on that. But that's going to take me a bit here to do, because now I got to fight Yokozuna and put him in that test of strength in this weird backstage brawl. And welcome you to a fine Tuesday. It's Tuesday. So, in the news, apparently The Miz is actually injured for reals from that match on Sunday night. Sounds like a torn ACL is the problem, and honestly, that top rope thing from Priest, I seen Miz holding his knee there after that. So I was like, oh, that could be a problem. And sure enough, it was a problem. So in kayfabe, the zombies got him. But yes, the King of Safe Style finally has an actual injury here besides that concussion at Mania back with John Cena. And Yoko, I told you. I told you. Didn't listen. And attackslug is back in action. Baby, I can now fix the beard, I can fix the hair, you know, I can fix some things. But we have a tag team match player, Holla Holla, who is the champion here at Wrestling School. Gangrel, question marks, and test. So let's challenge Gangrel to a match. Hey, fangin' and bangin'. Gangrel, I want a challenge to you. Give me that shot at the title that you hold. I'm just that good. Alright, get back of the line, So, look. What do I gotta do? What if I challenge Tatanka? Give me a shot, Mr. Tatanka. I would very much appreciate a title opportunity. I challenge you to one. We're both faces, so it wouldn't work. Man, look. The return to the empty arena and the School of Attackslug teaming with Victoria Hinks. And I'm back in action after being fired, after being future endeavored from Federation online. They couldn't handle the Slug. I must find greener pastures, perhaps in Japan. Who knows? Who wants to hire the hottest free agent in the business today? Shank and Nails are here. So, fresh out of jail to come beat me up. Anyhow. So yes, the Miz, the word is injury, and maybe Braun has some kind of a rib thing, but that could be a work. We don't know yet on that. So I guess we'll see on Braun, but Miz for sure going to be out for a bit, most likely. So, Dynamite. Don't want that Dynamite. Let's go Ignite. Alright. They dropped the ball by getting rid of me, and I'm going to prove it. That's right. While their stock goes down, mine will keep going up to the moon until they beg me to come back. But I'll be too good for Fetty Online, just like I'm too good for wrestling school. How is that not a heel promo? Whatever. Whatever. You're not good enough beating me, attackslug. Let me show you where you belong. In prison. What? Now, oh my god, with Dynamite, Shank is already just done. I'm a bloody mess. This is why I love this game, because it is hilarious. Every time. 1, 2, the ring's on fire. Look at that. Slow count and everything. You shouldn't have tossed that Dynamite. You shouldn't have brought it to the ring, man. That's what I told you. That's what I told you. The ring's on fire. That was a 16-second match, and here we are, and here we go. You love to see it. Attackslug victorious on his return to wrestling school. So, bye-bye. And now I'm a heel. Now I can challenge Tatanka. I told you that was a heel promo. So, there you go. Hey, at least my expenses went down to under $1,000. I'm still losing money, but is what it is, man. Strong Style have crowned Coder and Alpha Male. So, Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega, their new tag team champions. I want to go to Strong Style. Tatanka's being compromised by being in wrestling a school. And Bret Hart, the best overall wrestler in Maple Leaf Grappling. Big facts. Nothing on my schedule. How about on the pay-per-view? Giving me a match, Mr. Tatanka, now that I am a heel. Because holding a championship should increase my stock to get hired by somewhere else as a free agent. Right? Right. I challenge you to a match. Get to the back of the line. Tell me what stat I gotta increase here. What stat? Seriously. Umaga has left Weekend Warriors to go to Federation Online. Attackslug being compromised, I know. Well, well, well. Listen, Attackslug, you have stats you need to increase. I'm here in school. I've been a champion around the world, so my attitude is not good enough to help what we're trying to build here. When my attitude is down, I gotta stop fired, so increase my attitude, which basically means win matches? I don't know how to, like, that's not a stat I can just put a number into, right? I don't have, bruh. Let me do what I used to do in the older games, which was do an inter-promotional challenge, and that will hopefully get me hired somewhere else. So, Weekend Warriors, I've been there. Betty Online, I've been there. Super Lucha, I've been there. Maple Leaf Grappling. I want to go fight Bret Hart. So let me challenge who is not all that hot in Maple Leaf. Let's challenge Wade Barrett. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Hey, bad news Barrett. I want to fight you. Inter-promotional. Me and you, and then I'll beat you and get hired in Canada. I challenge you. Come on, man. It's a date. Let's go. Inter-promotional contest. I'm going to the Great White North. And that, my friends, is how you get hired somewhere else. Hopefully. But first, we have Big Oos, Yokozuna, pay-per-view. And I'm here to increase my attitude somehow, someway, anyhow. Elsewhere in some rumors was that apparently when they get back to having actual fans in the arena for Raw And SmackDown, new sets are being designed and built at the moment. So not that basic Thunderdome set. They're going to have new sets for a basically new season of wrestling here when fans are back in the building. So looking forward to that. Hopefully. Hopefully. Don't rush it, but hopefully. Now then, Monday Night Raw. Bobby Lashley out there opening the show saying, I want an open challenge for anybody that's not Braun Strowman and McIntyre. Alright, so Yoko here wants to hurt me. Alright. Why? But alright. So much of people closest to you, huh? What? Did you hurt HBK? What? The next time you see Macho Man, it will be in a hospital bed, and it'll be all your fault. Don't attack Macho Man. I'll put you in bed right next to him. You're going to regret this, Mr. Yokozuna. Here we go. And we fight on Tuesday nights. Anyhow, so Bobby Lashley wanted that open challenge, but not Drew and not Braun. That was his thing there, right? And over the course of the night, plenty of folks said, hey, we're going to do that, and we're going to challenge Bobby Lashley. And we'll get to that here in a second. But after that, we had AJ Styles taking on Elias. Ended up with a DQ, thanks to Jackson Riker. There was another RK Bro New Day thing because Riddle wanted Randy to apologize, and Randy Orton does not apologize. He's the Viper. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? That's not how that works. That's not how that works. But hilarious. I'm still enjoying RK Bro quite a bit. Now, I just said yesterday, man, what happened to the 24/7 title? And sure enough, it changed hands here on Raw. And Tozawa is once again 24/7 champion, pinning R-Truth, etc., etc. But we had an Alexa Bliss in her swing set deal with Tamina and Natalya. And that was cool. I guess it was weird and creepy and whatever. But that was a thing that happened. And it was on Raw, so I gotta sit here and discuss it. But Angel Garza continues his dominance over Drew Gulak, beating him in a match again, but no Rose up the bum this time, so I guess whatever. The super kick from the Uce. Okay, now, we had Randy Orton fighting Kofi after that backstage promo, and Kofi gets the win due to a trombone-related distraction, because sure, whatever. But the roll-up on that. Now, Natalya and Tamina defended those newly won tag team titles against the former champions of Nia and Shayna. And thanks to Alexa Bliss and her fire, like stealing Kane's pyro, they retained those titles. So, not really sure who Alexa is after. I still think it's going to be Charlotte because she keeps wearing red, but man, what do I know? It could be Eva Marie, for all I know. Also, Yoko here, top tier challenger in this game. So, can't get mad at that. But if I beat the bejeezers out of him, then maybe I can win this matchup. Maybe not. It's a little bit rough thus far. The back elbow. So, after that, Sheamus and Ricochet, a rematch from that, whoa my god, to the outside. Rematch from pay-per-view on Sunday, because hey, it was good. Let's do it again. And I imagine this was supposed to be a spot for Umberto, but that whole thing happened with him and the injury, and that's not great. So, big belly to belly. Not great. But, Ricochet, bro, what happened to actually having tights and not just wearing black jeans? Like, that's weird. But, okay. Still, a fine match. Sheamus is way too big of a guy to be doing a top rope Spanish fly. But man, it looked amazing. So kudos on pulling that off for a guy his size. It's kind of crazy that he's bumping like that at his size and his age. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. So kudos to the Celtic Warrior on being that dang tough. Speaking of, Yoko here is that dang tough. Now then, Asuka fought Charlotte. And thanks to a Rhea Ripley distraction, beat Charlotte. And man, I don't think that Asuka and Charlotte can have a bad match. They pretty much nail it when they're out there every single time. Just great chemistry. Love to see it. Love to see it. Boom on Yoko. Now, we had another lumberjack match here because Miz obviously not in the building with his ACL issues, and Morrison fights Priest in a proper, no zombies, lumberjack match. So, thank you, I guess? That was an apology for Sunday night? I don't know. But, also, spotted as one of the lumberjacks, Miss Nikki Cross, who's been off TV for a bit here. So, she actually got involved. Hilarious. So, I guess cool on that. But, predictably, Priest wins that matchup because he should beat John Morrison. Mr. Drip Drip, if you will. Stunner! I'm sorry, Ace Crusher. One of those two. RKO out of nowhere to Yoko, who needs to get that physical match style. The pop-up Northern Lights suplex is hilarious. Hilarious. And the main event was not a WWE title matchup. It was only an open challenge, so they swerved you. They tricked you. And who meets that open challenge but Kofi Kingston? Jamaican me crazy on that. So even though he was in a match earlier and beat Randy Orton, he fought Lashley here. And due to a distraction and Drew McIntyre using the cane from MVP, oh my god, he beats the current champion. So maybe we'll see Kofi at Hell in a Cell with Lashley. Sure, that could happen. Why not? Like, we've seen Drew and we've seen Braun, and give us something different here for this Lashley title reign for the Almighty. That'd be cool to put Kofi back in that main event spot. I wouldn't mind that at all. But yes, Drew basically cost Lashley that win, but it was non-title, so it's not as much of a big deal there with those two guys. And that was Monday Night Raw. Not as bad as it's been lately, but still, you know, it's still Raw. There's still a lot of it to get through. It's fine. And this match has been an absolute banger, like, start to finish here. Yoko putting out the best fight I've had in weeks. In weeks! Outside of HBK, who took me out. And there it is! Just like that. Slug locks it in. Locks it in. And makes his way after tapping out Yokozuna. Will that increase my attitude? I certainly hope so. But now I'm a face again. So that's... Look, I increased my attitude 1 point, but now I'm a face again. So, flip-flopping, like the Big Show. Will Cowboy Colt staying at Maple Leaf Grappling. 31, Billy Kidman retires. Wow, that's young. And Tori is sad that Billy has left Super Lucha Libre. Alexa Bliss going to AAW with Vince, obviously. Canyon's stamina is down, but who better? An attack slug got to hit 77% by the 4th week of June. HBK, the toughest in the world. And now we have the boss of the school, the coach, wants me to do what? Do steroids? I don't want to do steroids, coach. You're a bad boss. You're a bad coach. And you should go to jail. So no. Making my gains, they're all natty. That's your choice. But how are you going to compete? I'm going to leave the school and go somewhere else. I get signed somewhere else. You scumbag. A best of 3. I don't have time right now for a best of 3. A best of 3 with Wade Barrett is going to be tomorrow, and I'm afraid I've got some bad news for him. Tune in next time. I'm attackslug. See you then. See you here. More videos on this channel, and I'm out.